Hello, peoples. Welcome to the Confidence Chronicles podcast. Erica here, and this is episode numero 4, number 4. Today's episode is going to be all about mindset. So, mindset, mindfulness, creating space. How can you create some space for yourself up there in your dome piece so that you aren't tripping out and falling apart when things hit the fan? So I got inspired to do this episode just now in the heat of the moment because there's so much crazy going on in our world right now. Some of you have been following on social media. I've been sharing that we've been moving. This is like the 5th move we've had in 5 years. And we got 2 kids, one's a toddler, one's a 9-month-old baby who's fully breastfeeding. And running our business. I still do my day side hustle, and my husband's running his business. So it's just insane at the moment. And I think, mothers out there, I just did a little video about motherhood and how not to lose yourself with kids. And, it's really hard because we're operating so much from our mind space. And there's so many thoughts that we're thinking, and there's so much to-dos and things going on and checklists and looking after people, whether you're a mother or not. If you're not a mom, you work. You look after something for work, or, your partner's pulling you left and right, your boss is pulling you left and right, your family, commitments. It's just really, really hectic and really busy. So what happens when we operate just from the mind space, from the neck up? It's all in the head, and it's full, like it's jam-packed up there. There are thoughts, there are bad thoughts, good thoughts, old thoughts, new thoughts, future thoughts, anxieties, fucking all kinds of shit's going on in our mind. Checklists that we haven't done yet. We're worried about things, thinking about other people. So our minds are so full and just packed with shit that we got to do and think. And when are we operating from the body, from the heart space? So we're not in our body. So my husband he calls himself a serial meditator, and he so is. He meditates his ass off all the time. And I'm always like, I need to do that more. And I know for a fact now, after this crazy ass month we've had, that I definitely need to do that more. I think the craziest thing that's been going on for us is, with all the moving and the hecticness of it all, still working. So I'm still seeing clients, and I'm having amazing sessions with my clients, let me tell you, on fire. Despite the crazy, but because it feels like there's no quiet time or quiet space, and I'm a crazy person, I don't really like quiet time, so I'm I can keep going. And really, you break down when you realize how tired you are. Your kids say some shit, or something goes wrong, and you're like, rah, and you just fall apart. So that has been happening to me quite a bit lately. And it's funny because I'm a confidence coach, and here I am telling you about my fucking many breakdowns. And if you follow me on social media, I publicly share them because you know what? I'm a human. You're a human. We break down. That's what happens. And you need to break down. We need to feel these emotions. And my previous podcast, podcast number 3, was all about emotions and how we like to not feel them. And it's that doesn't serve you to not feel your emotions, because they're going to come out. Believe it. They will come out, just when? In an inappropriate place, or, will you explode at someone who you shouldn't be exploding at? So they come out. So what it's crazy is once you do this work so much, the difference of me versus somebody who hasn't worked on themselves at all and who isn't aware of any of their stuff is you still have shit going on, you still have problems, you still have breakdowns. But for me, I don't get to stay in it that long. Where I used to just be real victim and real, I'd be a victim. I would full on have a pity party of one, massive party, and the cake and the balloons for my pity ass party, and I'd be in that shit, victim world. I just move in and buy houses in victim town, and then get my neighbors going on, and then it's a horrible place to be. Where now I just visit, I stop by victim town and I just hang out for a bit. I got a layover, and then I'm I'm out. Shit, I know where I am. I don't want to be here. Where some people fucking set up tent and live there for 5-10 years and then make friends. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. So now I know what's going on. And, I did a video on Instagram about, like I said earlier, the how not to lose yourself with kids. And there's a question that I have been telling my clients to ask themselves in the heat of a moment. And the question is, what do I need right now? What do I need right now? when you're having a real stressful time or a stressful day, like, ask yourself, because if you were your own friend, you would ask your girl, like, honey, what do you need right now? I'm happy to help you. Like, honey, how can I help you? You would say that to a girlfriend. Guess what? You're your own girlfriend. You're your own best friend. Like, become friends with yourself and look after yourself like you were a friend, and say, put your name here, need. So me, what does Erica need? What do I need right now? And I'm like, I need space in my mind. So I need time. I need to breathe. I need to be without my children for like 2 hours. I need to stop breastfeeding for a minute and just walk away. Like, I'm considering mixing breast milk and goat's milk, because he's like, I don't think he's good with milk, and I don't really like milk for anybody. But anyway, it's another podcast. So like, I'm like, like, I need a break. I need a minute. Like, I need some space. I need a date with my husband. I need to go dance. I need to breathe. I need to go for a fucking walk. I need to exercise. Like, and I had somebody write me and say, oh shit, thank you so much, because I haven't asked myself that. I don't even know what I need. Like, if I was to answer that, I don't even know how to answer that. And I'm like, awesome. That's a great place to start. Write that shit down. Start answering. What do I need? What would I love? What would I love for myself right now? What do I need right now? So the other night, before we moved, we were in the process of moving, and I was on the couch, and I documented this as well because it's important. This was one of the biggest fucked up nights that I'd had. Like, I screamed at my baby that was in the carrier and my toddler, like, really loud, and it was full on. I was so stretched, and I screamed at them, like, what the hell, right? Like, I was really bad. And that night, I really, like, for me, it was a big breakdown, because I was just like, I shouldn't be screaming at them. What the fuck's wrong with me? I'm tripping. Like, I clearly need something right now. And so it was great, because obviously I didn't hurt my kids. I just yelled at them, which was bad, but they won't remember because they're not 7 yet. No, I don't agree with yelling. It's not good, but I did, right? Let's keep it real. We're humans, and we're moms, and it's full on. So I screamed at my kid, and what happened was I sat on the couch, and I couldn't get him to sleep, because clearly my energy was all over the place. So if I'm all over the place, that baby is feeling me. My toddler went to sleep. The baby was on me, and you know what? I'm just going to sit here, and I'm going to breastfeed him, and I'm going to calm myself down, and hopefully he'll calm down. Of course, what happened? I started asking myself. I was crying. I was like, what do I need? What do I need right now? Like, what would serve me? And I just got, you need to meditate. You need some space in your mind. So as I'm feeding him, close my eyes, I did like a 5-minute meditation, and it wasn't even the best meditation I've ever done. But you know what? That shit helped me so much. Like, I can't even tell you. It gave me space. And my invitation to you from this podcast is, do something every day for yourself for mindfulness. Like, you have to make space up there, whether you're a mother or not. I don't care what you do. You're a human being on this planet. You need space in your mind. And you operate so much from your mind space and your thoughts that you're thinking. And we know that most of the thoughts are not true, or stories or lies or anxieties from the future that haven't even fucking happened yet. So like, when you're operating from the mind space, who the fuck is in your body? Like, who's in your body? My husband runs a meditation workshop every Saturday in Melbourne, and it's a free workshop. He does it for the community. He loves to meditate, and he has a gym, and it used to be a stretching class. And he's like, you know what? Forget that. I'm going to do a mindfulness class. I'm going to do a meditation class. It's free. You come for an hour. You meditate in a circle with the group, and it's awesome. But I have the kids, so I don't get to even be in my husband's class. So every once in a while, my mother-in-law watches them, and I get to go. And like, I did it recently, and I just was like, holy shit, like, I haven't checked into my body. Like, I haven't like touched base with my elbows, or like, hey ankles, hey thighs, how are you booty, like, thanks for letting me sit on you, thanks, ankles for holding me up. Like, I was in my body, and it was so cool, because I like left my mind space and really got into my body and was focused and present with myself. And it gave me so much calm peace, which I have not experienced in so long. And let's keep it real. Life is crazy. And I'm not saying you're going to go fucking meditate on a mountain. Like, that's not necessary, right? Fucking awesome if you can, but that's not necessary. What's necessary is for you to get like 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes. You can't tell me there's not 5 or 10 minutes. And I'm talking to myself when I say this. Erica, you cannot tell me you don't have 5 fucking minutes. Even while you're on the toilet, something to do a little meditation and get out of your mind and get into your body and just be with your breath, be with your heartbeat, Put your hand on your heart. Think about some gratitude shit. Like Tony Robbins priming, y'all. Oh my God. I give that as homework to all my clients when we first start. And it's not for everybody. But, it gets you into a practice. So find something. Deepak and Oprah are about to start a 21-day meditation. It's starting on the 23rd of July, 2018. This is when I'm recording this podcast. So if you're like, I need to do something and you haven't been doing it, like I really invite you to have a look at that 21-day meditation, because at least it's 21 days. It's a challenge. You're doing it with a collective consciousness around the world. Different people are onto it. I'm going to do it with some clients of mine, because you know what? We need some mindfulness. And whether it's 21 days or you do Tony Robbins priming, or you do a quiet meditation for 5 minutes in your car every morning and then 5 minutes at night, like, make some space. Because what happens if you don't have space up there and then shit hits the fan and, your boss pushes you, your girlfriends are being bitches to you, your partner says something you don't like, your mother comes in and, pisses you off, or your kids push you too hard, you fucking lose it. You lose it because you have nothing to give. There's no reserve. Your tank is not only on empty, it's fucking smoking. Like, you got fucking smoke coming out of your tank. So when you have a reserve, when you got like a backup gas tank, when you have some petrol, 2 or 3, in Australia they call it petroleum. When you have like 2 or 3 backup tanks of petroleum, you're cool, you're good. You're not going to be smoking because you just fill it up. But like, like your cup is empty as fuck, right? And the water's not even boiled. Like, fill that shit and have some backup. You need some backup. So what this does, what mindfulness or some kind of mindfulness technique does, is it gives you that space. And when I'm telling you, y'all, I'm not preaching to you. I am fucking talking to my goddamn self as well. I am guilty too. Like, me too, y'all. Hashtag me too. Me too mindfulness. Like, I need to do it too. Like, I'm telling you, I'm a coach. I do this work. And this is my thing. It's like, yo, get some space in your head. You need some space, because when things happen, you don't react as much. You don't go, and get pissed off or get angry or get sad, or, you don't trip out. Like, you got time and space. So you get to, like, watch it. It's almost like you pause the crazy and you look at everybody frozen and you're like, I could really lose my shit right now at this person. They're about to do that. My son's about to do that. Okay, I see where this could go. Or I have some time. I could just chill the fuck out, take a few breaths right now in the pause. And then if I did that, that would be a much better solution, and that would be a much better outcome. Okay, cool. And then you go press play, and then everybody's back. And then you have a second. It's like you press pause on people around you, and you get that moment of gap, that gap of space where you can make a better decision. I'm not saying it's going to happen straight away. Let me keep it real. It takes time, but some of y'all aren't willing to do the work. And the work is every day do something mindful. Every day, 5 minutes. You can't tell me you don't have 5 minutes. Do a meditation, sit in your car, breathe, listen to Headspace is a good app if you don't have any of the other stuff. Do a yoga nidra. Yoga nidra is apparently like 30 minutes of that or 10 minutes of that is like sleeping 2 hours. They got it on Spotify if you look up yoga nidra. I'll try to put all this in the show notes. I don't have a team. I do this podcast in my car. My baby's sleeping, so I will do it. I'll hook you up. I'll write this in. But listen to me. You need some mindfulness. You need time for your mind. You need to unwind your mind, And it's not a meditation at night when you're sleeping, putting audio on. That's nice. That helps you to sleep. But listen, like, that's putting you to sleep. You need to be able to be awake and focus your mind and focus on your breath, or focus on your heartbeat, or focus on breathing and not stressing and thinking thoughts. And at first you're going to suck ass at it. I do. I suck real bad. But you know what? I'm doing it, and it's helping me. And it's helping me not be so reactive. And you get to start to know, what do I need? What do I need? I need space in my fucking mind right now. I need to go. I need to get out of here. I need to go be with my girlfriend. I need to, ask yourself what you need, and then start asking the people around you to help you get that. That shit's not easy. What? Asking people for help, but you need to. You got to do it, y'all. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this podcast. And can I just fucking say thank you? I could cry. I'm so grateful. Like, I hope you listening to this, I hope you know that I, Erica, am so damn grateful for you and your ears and you listening and you being a part of this podcast and you sending me questions, or you writing to me on Instagram and being like, hey, I'm listening. Like, thank you. I got a beautiful message from Dr. Mommy. Thank you so much. You are the bomb, girl. And I think you're in New York, and that makes me so happy because I'm a Beantown girl, but I live in Australia, So that's insane that you're listening to my podcast in New York. Like, hello, pinch me. I love you. Thank you. Thank you all for listening. Have a beautiful day. Blessings to you. Be kind to yourself and to others. And I will talk to y'all soon.